someone like AZK over in NA has been just that solid player, your kind of safe pair of hands. Now, no Viper this time, bit of a switch up. So we do see the rosters coming out. For ScreaM's team, let's have a quick look. Anything new, anything varied? Not really. We do see the Sova and Cypher, very expected. Everything else looks good. That looks like your kind of on-the-nose team comp for an information-based map. On the other side, they want those flashes in now. You said it was lacking that before, and now we've got it.
Yeah, that was the big change that's the big change I like to see. At least when you have someone like ScreaM who's just standing his ground and just headshotting two of you every single round, having no flashbangs is a massive issue. So the fact that they have the breach here, that can be big. We'll see how this defense holds, two on each side. There's the flashbang that comes out, but no one's actually pressing into that. They're still behind the smoke, splitting towards the A bomb site, heading up towards ropes. Oh, and Sage and Raze now coming in from the main A choke point, but the rotation on defense is here as well. They've actually slowed this down way too much.
Yeah, I wanted that quick hit out of ropes, right? I wanted that quick pressure towards heaven. It's a bit delayed and it buys time for rotations, as highlighted there by, you know, a couple more players maybe being around than they'd like to be. But now, we'll see if they can hold this. A-bomb site still uncleared, unchecked upon, and there's the flank coming out. Not bad work in the end from Lincoln soulcas to control it. But there was a moment where I thought, you know, that punch was coming in, that swift movement. Those rotations were on point.
Yeah, I don't actually, I'd like to amend my statement. I don't think they slowed it down too much. I think it was a great job delaying by the defense. You know, smokes dropping in the perfect positions just at the right time. That kind of forced the attack away or forced it to rethink the situation. So really well done in the Boaster round. First forcing them away from middle, from B heaven, and then forcing them to just chill in ropes for a bit as players rotated over. I'm really curious to see in this map how much it's going to change. I think the first European Brawl that we did, we saw Cyphers at this B bomb site. Like nobody wanted to mess with them. Like they just kind of largely left that site alone. I think people with the Sova shock arrows and the Raze nades and Roombas are going to be much better at eliminating those traps as they progress into the B bomb site. So I have to imagine that'll at least change for this European Brawl too.
Nice little double stack towards heaven. I was a little worried they were stacking out heaven and had no on ropes. That obviously created that avenue of approach last round. This time they did shift over their brimstone to play towards rope side off of A, but still the attacking side has done quite well. They've gotten 2 kills this round already, which is going to open up some opportunities for them. Going to cost a little bit for the defensive side. They have to spread themselves a little bit thinner than maybe they'd like, and they need to kind of just hit the brakes for a sec, get the lay of the land, and work out where they want to head towards. It looks like they're going to peel back towards A. This 3-man stack just going to work their way around, and you can overwhelm sites. Now, let's look at the purchase they had. I don't see armor on many of them. No armor. I think it was just pure pistols, frenzies, ghosts, nothing much. Obviously looking towards the third to make the big impact. Soulcas's angle is a little bit dirty, so it's going to be very hard to get past this.
I feel like you don't really check this angle at this stage in the round. 27 seconds. Oh, or you do. Or you do if you're davidp. That is an opening kill, and there's one more defender here who is going to make his presence known. That's Link. Now going to be able to wrap around for the flank. Spike gets planted in the back of the site, and Sage surely waits for Cypher to arrive.
Yeah, it's that balance. You don't want to let them get too far, get too kind of rooted into the site. You want a couple of the fights, but for now, Brimstone's position could again be quite hard to dig out over in Hell. Beautiful utility usage. Didn't do as much damage as I'd imagined, but keep in mind, davidp, JEROME, both these players, no armor, pretty low on HP for one of them. So again, it's about buying time and costing them a little bit of the attacking, you know, prowess that they could have had there. And well, they've done as well as they could. Getting Spike down, getting a couple of kills, that's pretty good going for round 2. Considering you're not meant to win that if you've lost the first, it's going to give them really good footing going into this round. They should be able to get a perfect purchase. And for the defensive side, their money, you know, they're stuck on 3.2, a couple of bulldogs. It's not going to be pretty.
No, it's not, and it puts them, you know, right against backs against the wall, right in this third round of where reset can come in. Cypher camera coming up at the B bomb site, just setting up his defense, his traps. This one here obviously can get just dragged away by the Roomba, the battle bot. What are we calling that?
Roomba.
Roomba, you're good with?
Yep.
Hiko calls it his child. Have you noticed that? I've watched some Hiko streams. He said, "I'm sending in my child," and that feels weird.
That's not okay. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let's see if davidp can clear this out. Then we'll see how that's utilized and worked out. There goes Hiko's child. There goes my hero. What is he? Sorry.
He just took both tripwires away, I'm pretty sure.
Very nice. Baiting the peak as well. Nice little bit of movement coming out, looking for the camera. Not being utilized until now. So that's been done. But this is all a ruse, Jace. This is all a bait. Look towards A.
Yeah, there's only one defender here. They've pulled everyone away. They think the clearing of the traps is the main point of attack. Oh, Lake needs to get that wall up, but ScreaM rises with it. But again, there's smoke down in the main choke point so they could cross, so they don't actually want to progress into the A bomb site, despite the fact they don't realize it's completely empty at this point. That smoke is actually pretty shallow for that choke point. They can actually get towards the elbow or that bend on the defense if they want to push in and get creative.
They've got good ground gained here for the attacking side. Spike should be down uncontested. I don't see a way they could stop it, really, at least cleanly. And now it's retake time. The wall's well-timed. I think that Boaster's realized that there ain't no getting through that comfortably, and Cypher's a mile away. So, what is this lineup, Boaster? He's been doing some sweaty homework, hasn't he? Look at that. Take that one with you. Let's see what it does. Flash in. It's going to be a trade out. ScreaM takes down on screen, but it will be traded back in by Boaster. And now towards site we go. Nice work from, again, davidp. And davidp's been so solid in this. Ice paper hands, cool under pressure, all sorted. 2 alive, Spike down. Not bad going.
That was actually a very cool Molotov lineup as well. Did you see where it landed in that corner at the elbow? So it actually tucked him. There was only one safe space, and it was pinned as close to the corner as he could get. So an easy peek out. You know exactly where he's going to be if for some reason he's not burning. All right, we've got the the Brimstone ult and the Sage ult for the defensive side, and the Raze ult for the attacking side. And remember, we saw previously on the last map on Bind, Raze actually used that ult to help provide entries. And I think this is just going to be a 5-man hit towards the A-bomb site. That little piece of information, I think they're just going to walk in with it.
They should do. You might as well back it up. Look at the buy. Shoddy. It's not looking so nice. Sheriffs. A couple of shotties. It's not good here, Jason.
No, it's not good at all. That's 2 nice shots from Link. And now the ult is coming in as well. And this is looking phenomenal for the defense. A little bit of struggles, but overall they seem to be handling just fine. Ray's ult comes in. He's out in the open. Still a chance now for the attack. And Link still hiding beneath with the Sheriff. He goes down as well. A couple of kills for Ice Paper Hands. And now the Raze ult to close the round instead of open it, and he's going to get it.
Yeah, still on screen. I mean, we don't put much faith in him, but I'll give him a shot. Here we go. Let's see what he can achieve. Any more damage would be excellent. But gets the contact.
Ooh.
On screen. On screen. Who is this man?
That's a peak and a half.
That is a peak. That's a big boy peak. You don't see that every day. Watch that one back. But nice work from on screen. Again, you're seeing these rounds kind of go the way that sometimes they really shouldn't.
He's going to get a lot of the credit, but Link with that Sheriff was unreal. The first 2 kills just as they started attacking into the bomb site, that was perfect. That's a really, really nice hold.
Do we get to watch it again? Boom.
Ooh.
Boom. That was nice. That was just a little.
I think that peak from Ice Paper Hands of holding that angle in that 1v1, I think that's one he'd like to have back. That's one where his brain knows it's a bad idea, but his fingers didn't respond fast enough to get him into cover.
Why did you just summarize my entire gaming experience? Stop it. All right, quick mid pressure. A lot of just kind of this walk up mid. Use the ultimates. This is gonna be a fast piece to at least get mid control, and that's worked out well until Link's kind of stopped the roll. Now is on the kind of one-man lurk towards A, but there's still a lot of pressure towards Heaven. On screen, going to be forced away, back down towards CT. And this B-side is going to be under severe scrutiny. That Cypher is going to be in trouble. Got to see if he can hold his own here.
Oh, there's no way. Surely there's no way. He's taking bullets from every angle, and he was just in a desperate scenario. Link is going to come in late. He might be able to stop this. Gets away, heals himself up, and Boaster still here. That's the spike on the ground, and the retake is beginning before Team ScreaM was even ready for it. They're going to start wrapping around this pillar. davidp hiding in the back corner.
Yeah, big boy Boaster coming in at the right time, but put to bed by ScreaM and davidp combine. My word, these two are a powerful duo, aren't they? Somehow, I felt that was looking all like Team UK's. It was all kind of coming together at all the wrong times, but you know, there's the closer. When you have those sort of players you can put, your faith into, it's always nice.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. They lined up right at the end. That is pretty brutal. This is one area where we can also talk about where I think it's a very cool thing to follow is the usage of the Sova ult during the attack to make that defender really uncomfortable. Like he can't just set his feet and prepare for a fight because he's got Sova ults coming right at him. So I think that was a very, very cool way in B-Heaven to find the entry.
Yeah, I do like offensively used ultimates, not just to close out rounds, but to actually gain you or garner you some sort of entryway. I think that's an incredibly viable usage of it. I think you started to see it a lot with Brimstone, but now you're seeing it across the board. You'll see it with your Raze, with your Sova. It's all there. For now, ScreaM a little ahead of the cut. Link! Can someone take away that sheriff from him? I mean,
he should stop buying guns. Just use. Oh,
it's more than high noon right now. This is nuts from Link. Gonna just back away. This is like how to use a Deagle style weapon 101. Just fall away to a new angle, look for a deeper spot, keep being a bit cheesy, keep being a bit filthy with it. Can he land it again? No, just slipped away, but did damage. But those first two were sublime.
Oddly enough, when he had like the most chill lineup possible, his sheriff didn't work the way he would have liked. All right, so 1 versus 2. That's a big kill to get. On screen goes down. Looked like he had a flash in hand. He was ready to put it somewhere. Still waiting for the other players to give themselves up. 25 seconds on the clock, and Kryptix is going to meet up with his teammate up in A Heaven. Here comes the spike plant right behind the sign. The peek on the right side, and they line up for him as well, and he's got 4 in the round, and he closes it.
What is going on with these just stand in a line rounds? Once is a surprise, twice is an error. What is going on? This is beautiful. Like, Link's just a bit nasty, but yeah, this lineup is pretty devastating, to be fair.
That's how they lost the previous round as well. davidp swings out from that back corner. They were lined up, so 2 back-to-back lineups. The spacing for Team UK is not being kind to them. 5 ults on the board coming into this round, including that breach ult.
Yeah, that could be fun. We see a little bit of breach. Looks like we are again seeing a bit more attention towards B. That's davidp over here, but it's a consistent element. This is, I quite like it. It sets the tone for the round. It takes away that utility down the line. There comes old Boombot. Don't think it took out all the traps, but that one certainly does. So davidp using all of that work, but he's done this every round. This is the difference. He has teammates here now. This is a new look, so that's going to draw some attention over. They've got the info. The wall goes up, the smokes go down, but they don't check on Kryptix. That's 1 in the bag for free, but any more would be a surprise.
Almost feels like they were baiting him relatively intentionally. He's the only one that went in. There's the Cypher ult, going to give him all the intel. This was a 5-man attack towards B, and now that it's shut down, look at the other side of the map. The response from Link. He's already pushed up to A. He's going to cut this map in half for his team, and he's going to be able to wrap around through T-spawn and grab massive amounts of information. This is a perfect defensive stand.
I do worry a little bit for mid. You're seeing, I think that's breach there, getting a little bit hesitant, just in case, but they are going to kind of lean right back into it. Bit of a throwaway smoke there towards Heaven, but for now, it's all been dealt with. Jerome's going to have to go big, as it is all towards him. A 1v4 now. Got the first on the board, but being flanked from the back, peek from soulcas. And, I mean, again, quite surprising they weren't able to clear out that player just on that close left corner, but they did use their utility as well as they could. But I feel like maybe you should have just walked in peeking that. But again, it's not all easy to clear these corners out.
No, that's just one of those angles where, you know, if you clear it, you have a chance. If you don't clear it, you just kind of lose. I think the big thing was, even if the first guy's not going to clear it, there was no one there to trade with him, right? So that second guy could have had the trade and maybe see what you get into the bomb site. Either way, we kind of advertised this map as a very cool like mid battle that was going to go on, and this feels like ScreaM is just calling like 4-1s or 5-man attacks towards the sides of the map. They're not even really messing with mid a whole lot.
I don't think they've had to, though. If you look at this as like a defensively sided map, this is already a pretty good attacking couple of rounds. You know, you're not upset by this. Another quick piece comes out, but all of this is easy between ONSCREEN and Boaster. All kind of combining. It was all red, all said, all done. Ice paper hands, not on much. A light investment of armor. Just a little ghost to play with. This
ghost skin, the red one, I have it. It's called the Lux collection, I think, something like that. It looks like a squirt gun.
And this is why they pay you a lot for being an analysis, right?
Yeah, I wanted everyone to know, to see the same thing that I see when I pull out that gun, because it does make you feel like it's not going to be very powerful.
All right. Thank you for that. I don't buy skins in this game yet. I haven't, and I won't.
Well, see, you're going to miss out, Lauren. This is what, there's one more day before the beta closes. If you buy the skins now, you get 120% of your money once the real game comes out. So I felt like that was a deal I personally could not pass up on.
I feel like you're trying to sell me a timeshare in like Spain somewhere where I can use it for 3 days in winter.
Don't act like a vacation timeshare in Spain would be a bad thing to have.
4 players trying to take over mid. For now, it looks like they're going to try and work their way up pretty face towards heaven. We have seen the double stack here on a pretty consistent basis. davidp. Again, davidp is just kind of your solo player, has been extremely diligent. Does go down, but the amount of work he does, he's pulled rotations, he's keeping now 2 players busy, all for the price of 1. Now,
ooh,
nice use of the ultimate from soulcas. Beautifully done. That's, again, just cutting off this attack in middle by the knees. Like, what are you going to do to that?
I don't know. The only nice thing, the only positive thing you can say for Jerome that round was at least he was blinded from the breach stun, so he didn't see the rocket actually coming and flying down his throat. 6-3. This Team UK is looking. They're a split team. This is their map.
I would argue as well, they're on defense. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Let's not get way overhyped.
I'm gonna pull it back, because I think between 2 even-ish teams, you should see defensive teams winning. I'm gonna try and paint it like Nuke in my own head, and hope the results back that up. For now, I think if you get 5 rounds, that's a really good half. I'd be happy with that. But again, we'll see what they walk away with here on the attack. You'd argue after seeing the first round, pound for pound, they're a very strong team. We'll see if that comes through. Now I'm going to use the old Cypher as a little bit of a smoke. Nice little angle for Boaster. davidp going to fall to that and now falls away. This is, again, the hits seem to be just not really finding any placement here.
Well, I think it's tough. Like, B on this map, especially against a Cypher, can be really restrictive. And now when you go over to the A bomb site, Link has just been excellent. Boaster is starting to pick things up as well with some nice shots. So I think the problem is just that there's really, really good defenses just at the point of contact at both bomb sites. That seems to be what they're struggling with the most. Wall going to go up as well, and that shuts down any ability for ScreaM to revive a teammate, or resurrect, whatever you want to call it, or even kind of access into the bomb site.
Yeah, it's all kind of slowed down. Seeing if the defensive side will give any room, any opportunity. And for now, they're not. They're being quite patient, quite cautious. But I do see Cypher getting a little bit aggressive, and I do see ONSCREEN as well. Nicely done ONSCREEN. Well handled. I thought maybe you'd get a little bit of trouble by the second, but no, controls it nicely. 7-3 again. You want to keep pushing, get as many rounds on the board. These have been slightly lighter purchases from the attacking side. I think, again, ghosts, not much else. This should be a full buy. This has to be a much better round from them too.
He had ONSCREEN had a tough map on bind, but that's cool to see him getting involved here. Getting antsy, going hunting for some eco frags, get the confidence going. Cypher has set up his camera, you'd imagine some traps, and he's actually going to bail out to that A bomb site, which has seen a lot of early presence. Now, unfortunately, this looks like a round where Raze is going to head over there with the Roomba, with his nades, with his little power packs, and he'll be able to clear out some of these traps, and we'll see if that actually pulls Cypher back to the B bomb site, because they won't have the ability to stall out any kind of attack.
No, this is going to get him a little paranoid. Now, if they take down that camera, then it's all problems afoot. Especially with this mid play coming up, it's putting a lot of pressure towards the 2 players holding heaven. Cypher has to move fast here. Right now, Raze is probably just bailing through that utility kit to slow down this attack. But the attackers, out of all the checkboxes, this is it. You get mid control, you do what you can, but we see the information coming in. All of this is going to be given up. Ek is going to spot around, see soulcas towards the site, and maybe it's not over just yet.
They're actually heading right at the defenders at the moment. Big win from Link. He's keeping them in this game. And remember, he still has his ult. He can actually still revive or resurrect one of his teammates. The recon arrow is destroyed, but the spike is planted. 4 players alive for the attacking side. I'm not even sure if using your ult in this round would even be the wisest decision unless you can find a pick early. Unless Kryptix can find something that makes this possible, there's no point to blow that ult just yet.
Yeah, and with Kryptix falling, I think... you might as well put a fork in it. This one's done. Back away, Link. You did well enough, but everything went right then for the attacking side. That mid control was very good. You know, Cypher putting himself over towards A, which is a completely viable option, but then all the utility being removed. It's the beauty of having Raze there. It's going to make you paranoid. It kind of hinders the safety that your Cypher will bring you, right? It instantly cuts that off. So they might have to look at a new way of trying to control B potentially if that's been a regular factor. But for now, if your team ScreaM, you're going to be looking at closing this one out as strong as you can, right? This is it. If you get 5 rounds, that's not bad. But yeah, Link has been head and shoulders above most people. His control in A has kind of hindered any pressure they've been able to build towards that site.
Yeah, that's wild. 17-6. He's taken the powers that ScreaM had in map 1. ScreaM did a very similar thing towards the B bomb site on Bind in the previous map. Now it's Link to be the primary defender. Recon arrow going in towards sewers, and that's going to spot Boaster. Even though he drops down the ropes, he's going to climb right back up, but that gives a bit of information, and now the sound cue as well. So Ekis is aware of the possibility, missed shot from the ult. Oh, and here comes that ult. It's going to miss both of the first two. Flashbang to get him back into position. How aggressive does he want to be?
They haven't got the entries this time. There has been a pick or two. This time it's not happened, and ONSCREEN's holding well. This play, nice jiggle peek on the push up towards Heaven. You're going to see that instantly outdoing ONSCREEN on that operator. 3 players take over Heaven, but they've kind of lost control elsewhere, and you're going to see Link slowly back building here. This is perfect timing and perfect play. Any more's a bonus. 2 is excellent, leaving it all in the hands of the one-man band ScreaM. And sadly, that's just one step too far. Good half for Team UK. 8-4, very respectable. 7-5, you're pretty happy, I feel, on the attack. You're like, okay, that's enough of a buffer. That gets us through pistol round if we need to worry about that. Now you're getting close to being a little worried. The difference 1 round can make. But we'll see how they approach the defensive side, and maybe they'll have a little bit of that Link luck coming in.
I really like seeing the breach on the board for Team UK as compared to Viper in the previous map. You can just see in that like what it provides, the amount of space you can create with breach, the flashbang to force anyone from getting aggressive. You have the charge through the wall, which allowed him to peek into it, people backing away from the damage it's going to deal, and then he's able to get the angle with the op. So that was very nice. That was a big difference that we saw. 8-4 as we switch sides. And again, Cypher going to set up towards this B-bomb site.
First look at the attack for Team UK. 4-man lean towards the A site with 1 slow working mid. Ice Paper Hands potentially going to peel from ramp, see if he goes for a swing on this. Going to see the utility coming down. Gives him a bit more freedom to work with. This could be good info. If that got anyone, no it doesn't. But now he sees 2 players. So information found, and the rotations are coming in fast.
Oh yeah, they're going to press the attack as well. There's the breach stun through the wall into the bomb site. Flashbang coming out as well. Nobody's gone down just yet, but massive damage dealt. There's Link getting involved. Oh, JEROME! And you're going down. There's the site lost entirely. It is ScreaM. He's going to get involved. He's stuck into the action. Reloading now. And going to go back for more.
Yeah, ScreaM needs some help here, though. He can't do this alone, and davidp unable to bail him out. Perfect beginning here for Team UK to work things out, get a grip on it. That's going to set the tone now. That's definitely a wake-up call when you lose that first pistol in the second half when you're down. This could be 2 more rounds. That's double digits. That's 10 rounds against you for Team ScreaM. That's going to be an uphill struggle for them now. But Link's performance, again, strength to strength, 22 kills. And we barely scratched the second half. He's double the highest fragging opponent.
This is nasty. He's having such a good game. Really, really cool to see. And you could see a pretty, actually, aggressive buy from Team ScreaM. Just patiently waiting for the moment. Right? Yeah.
Pre-firing all the camera spots. I like that. Nice little idea.
That feels like a dangerous area to pre-fire anything, really. Ooh, this is perfect. There's that molly. Is that going to force him into the open? Oh, no.
Oh, how?
Ooh. This is so spicy. He's got a judge as well. This can be so... Oh, they're not actually going to go to the B. That sucks.
I love the hope. ScreaM's gone hyper aggressive though. Look at this like double stack. Super close. Got the frenzy there. Little Spectre. Stinger for Ice Paper Hands. Ooh, this is a horrible buy. Yeah, this is very unpleasant. Link's just going to walk on in, find ScreaM. That's going to instantly put everyone's heads on a swivel, and they don't have much to play with here, so it's not how you want to approach this. Soulcas breakthrough by heaven, they've lost it all. And now Boaster surely knows, yes he does, and the patience pays dividends, and you're going to see the side hit coming through. The spike is by the Cypher, but that's fine. He can work his way around a little slower, and no response yet.
Yeah, they've lost the plot here in this round. I'm interested to see what they can bring out in the next round because they invested pretty decently, pretty hefty into this round. So really wanted to get back on their winning ways in round 2, and that backfires massively. They lose all the weapons, all the economy, and I don't even think they got a kill in that round. So Team UK looking pretty solid moving forward.
Yeah, this could be over.
We're going to Haven, Pansy.
I feel like we are. I feel like this is going all the way because this buy is going to be pretty garbage. I mean, I don't see much of a way back here for them. 11 rounds to 4. It's going to be the most uphill of struggles. But cracking on screen, insta peeking towards ramp. Boaster's already found 2. These guys are on a lighter buy, so ScreaM, they're trying to make it happen with sheriffs, with maybe a ghost here or there, but it's really not much. No armor here. And it should be a clean run. This should be a very comfy round. That's horrible. That's cruel.
He got stunned, blinded, double packed. It's not ideal.
You kind of love to see it. I don't know how I feel.
I like to watch it. I don't like it when something like that happens to me personally.
That's fair. That's a good summary. And I don't know really what ScreaM can get out of this. Maybe if he gets a gun, that'd be great. Yeah. No, not even gonna happen. 11 to 4, a run over. I mean,
it's that dot crosshair. That's.
Shut the hell up. No, I mean, again, I do want to highlight as well. This map hasn't been played much by certain teams. This has been kind of the odd one out. It's been the kind of black sheep of the family. It has not been embraced as much as the other two. So some teams that are very diligent, or it's like, comparing Dust 2 at Nuke. When you see a team who's good at Nuke, it looks very convincing. When you see a team who's good at Dust 2, it suits them very well. These are very different maps in that regard. So a bit of aggression on the CT side, defensive side. You know what? CT side, pushing out towards B halls, having a little look around, making sure no one's there. That's really good information, but they need to kind of respond quite quickly to that because this mid take is building momentum.
Soulcas going to lead the way in. Here he comes turning the corner. The Brimstone ult providing some cover. Wall as well, and they have free access to the B bomb site. Now, the defense is actually pushed forward, so there's no one in the bomb site, but the retake is going to be quick. This Cypher lurk from Team UK is huge. He better deliver. ScreaM and the Cypher at the wall as well, delaying the plant, and here comes the flake ever faster.
Oh, this is going to be tough to play with Kryptix there towards Ekis. Where is that spike? Oh, it's just on pillar. Beautiful use of the camera, but Jason, I don't know if this is possible at this point. He's using everything, trying it out, and someone's at my door again. How is this happening?
I like everything about it. Tell me you have a camera set up right next to your PC. You can just spy on him.
No, I can't. I have to get up. You can't sit around.
It's all good. Take it away.
Bloody hell.
All right, 11 to 5. Let's hope, or if you're a fan of ScreaM, let's hope that this is the start of the comeback. They've got a long way to go. UK just 2 rounds away from forcing a map 3. ScreaM his team is gonna have to rattle off 8 if they want to close this out in 2. 4 players towards the A bomb site for the attacking side. davidp on the initial defense, off angle towards the choke point. Vision is obscured. You could see him considering the nade, but no one has actually moved up to attack behind that. And Boaster is going to try and start clearing out towards the B bomb site. That's a good initial battle won from the Cypher on ScreaM's side.
There they are.
Some damage to be done with the shock dart, but he's got to be careful. Ice paper hands and davidp on the defense. One goes down, but the AWP is now in position. I think surely the attack has got to feel like they need to back off of this. And actually, no aggression from them anywhere on the map. ScreaM is going to revive his teammate. davidp is brought back into the fight. Here comes the ult, and it gets nothing. That's a scary shot, though. Orb is being picked up, again, provided by the cover of the AWP. And Brimstone has used all the space created by pressure towards the A bomb site to get in towards ropes, and he'll be able to coordinate the attack. And if David P's attention is brought away for just a moment, he's going to go down. It's all down to timing, and David P wasn't ready. There goes the AWP as well, and Boaster has cracked it open. He's even going to get away from the ults. What a great sequence from Boaster. Add one more onto it for his troubles. He's done everything for Team UK this round. Spike is getting planted, and there's nothing that ScreaM and his one compadre can do. Boaster will eventually be taken out by JEROME. Some Brimstone on Brimstone action. 3 players inside the site still. A doable retake, but it's going to be tough. All of them here. Even the ult on soulcas, if he needs it, he can pop that at any time. Off angles abound to fend off this retake. And still, it hasn't even begun for ScreaM. There's the ult popped, and even if he's going to get it, regardless of what happens, and there's the final kill. JEROME goes down. That's 12th. That's map point for Team UK. This is nasty. That is some very good initiative from Boaster as well. We talk about how the emphasis on middle for both sides. That is just so much pressure being applied to A. Hey, there you are. That's so much defense rotated away. Boaster had all the space in mid. How'd it go? Who was at the door? What's that?
The locksmith's here for my neighbor at least, but you know, ringing my doorbell.
I just ran up 8 flights of stairs. I'm dead.
What? You had to go down 8 flights of stairs?
Yeah.
That was actually pretty quick. All right, listen, you take this one out. You catch a breather.
Thanks, bud.
Boaster as well, watching the flank. It's going to be over quick. Don't you worry. Just 2 players remaining for this defense, and the Cypher ult is going to come in. Great shot from Link. That's actually filthy over the top of the wall. It's just David P. Split is not their map, and he's going to go down 13-5. That is a pretty comprehensive victory from Team UK. That's got to make you happy, Lauren.